the presentation. You've all bought some raffle tickets tonight, I hope. Thank you very much for supporting us. We're now...
Prize for me if you want. I can do another one if you like. Do you want to do another raffle prize? It's a belter. It's swimming lessons in Mittlebury Moist Pool.
Sit down, Chris. Forget the spotlights, I'm warm enough sweating here. Right, let's get on with it. The presentation, my last presentation of the Great Harwood District Bowling League trophies. Later. There were 41 teams in the league for the 2015 season. Once again, we lost a team at the 11th hour after Milnshire Wanderers dropped out. The fixtures, once again, had been arranged, but it was not possible to rearrange the divisions without affecting the promotion and relegation issues from 2014. So Division 4 was left with only 9 teams, whilst Divisions 1, 2 and 3 remained at 11, 11 and 10 respectively. The committee was the same as last year, and I'd like to invite our chairman, Mr. Alan Skellen, to give us a lift with the presentation. Just stand there, turn round, face the audience. No, face the audience. Come on, just turn around. Right, just stand there and shut up a minute. Division 1. Last season's champions, Globe Hayes, and runners-up, Rushton Street A, started well. But after 4 games, Ribblesdale A were the only side undefeated and shared the lead with Globe Hayes. At the bottom, promoted sides Sabden Black and Great Harwood A were struggling back in the top flight, and in fact occupied the bottom 2 places throughout the whole of the first half of the season, with Great Harwood A losing all of their 10 matches. Shame. By this time, Ribblesdale A had faded down to 4th, joined by Rishton Con A, who had played a game more, whilst Green Park had moved up to 3rd. Rushton Street A was 2nd, only 1 point behind the leaders, Globe Hayes, and with a game in hand. A few postponements and only 2 wins in 5 took Globe Hayes out of the bottom 4, which allowed an improving Green Park and Whitton to challenge Rushton Street A at the top. Great Harwood A was still stuck at the bottom, but Sabden Black, although still next to bottom, were finding form and dragging Burnley Road B into the danger zone. Sabden Black completed their escape from relegation as Burnley Road B subsequently lost their last 3 games to be relegated along with Great Harwood A. Shame. Over the final few weeks, Whitton's challenge faded, but Green Park kept up the pressure on the top 2, finishing 3rd, a point behind Globe Hayes, who had regained their form in their rearranged matches, but were unable to catch the leaders, who were undefeated in their last 7 games. So the winners of the Surridge Sport Trophy for Division 1, Rushton Street A. Their captain, Stuart Gordon.
Stuart?
Not hope with the loss you'll see of him tonight. And the runners-up, Globe Hayes, their captain, Bill Figg. Can't afford 2 bloody trophies. Bloody hell. In Division 2, Sydney Street, relegated from Division 1, started with a determination for a quick return by winning their first 4 matches, with Mercer Park hot on their heels. Coppice, Lower Darwin A and Globe A were not far behind, while Sabden Red, promoted from Division 3, lost their first 5 and were struggling at the bottom along with Hurst Green. By halfway, Sydney Street were top, with neighbours Coppice second. 5 straight wins had launched Great Harwood H into third, with Globe A close behind in fourth, whilst 5 straight defeats had dropped Mercer Park down to 6th. At the bottom, Hurst Green and Sabden Red were both unable to improve throughout the season and were relegated. July was a bad month for Sydney Street. They lost 4 out of 6. Coppice also lost ground. Great Harwood H leapfrogged to the top, a point in front of Sydney Street, after a run of 4 straight wins, but had played the game more than the rest. Lower Darwin A came from nowhere, with 6 wins out of 7 to go third, above Coppice, with only 3 points separating the top 4. Only 1 win in their last 4 ended the Coppice challenge. 3 wins took Lower Darwin A to within a whisker of promotion, whilst Great Harwood H extended their unbeaten run, but were unable to hold on to top spot as Sydney Street took advantage of their game in hand. The winners of Division 2 and the Jack Dorrington Trophy, Sydney Street. Their captain, Bob Fletcher. Cheers. And the runners-up, Great Harwood H, Peter Robinson.
Give us a song, Peter.
Now, you'll forgive me if I get a bit emotional with this one. Division 3. Whalley A and Rushton Street B each won 3 of their first 4 matches to top the division with 25 points. Ribblesdale B were a point behind in third, whilst newly promoted Oak Hill were fourth. My team, Burnley Road A, were mid-table, 2 wins and 2 defeats, with Globe B bottom and yet to register a win. At the halfway stage, 5 wins on the bounce had taken Ribblesdale B to the top, with Whalley A second, and my team third, but still 10 points behind the leaders. Over the next 4 weeks, things became really interesting. Only 3 points separated the top 5, with 3 sharing top spot, and 3 points separating the bottom 3. Ribblesdale B had lost ground with 3 defeats in 4, whilst 3 wins from 4 had taken Waddington A and my team up with them. Whalley A and Rushton Street B were on our heels. At the bottom, Globe B had climbed out of danger with 4 straight wins, to be replaced by Aussie Cop, who were in free fall. Unfortunately, they were unable to improve and are relegated along with Oak Hill, who couldn't maintain their early season form. 2 games to go. The tension is mounting. Waddington A and my team are on top with 90 points. Ribblesdale B and Rushton Street B a point behind. Ribblesdale B beat Rushton Street B 8-2. Waddington A lose at relegation threatened Oak Hill at 6-4. Burnley Road A beat Whalley A 9-1. As Steve Dowber changes his name to Tony. Tony Loser. as he's beaten 21-19 on his own green by Manny Bloody Fernandez. I don't care! We're on top, 99 points. Ribblesdale B are second on 97. Wellington A third, 94. Rushton Street B, all but out of it on 91. The final games. Ribblesdale B lose 7-3 at Whalley A to finish on 100 points. Good player, that Manny Fernandez. Wellington A beat Lower Darwin B 8-2 to finish on 102. We need 2 points at bottom of the table, Aussie Con to go up. Wellington A have fewer defeats than us, so we need 4 to go up as champions. The game is underway. All is not well. All our first 4 are behind. Gene Tattersall loses to single figures. Dave Thompson loses to 15. Ian Bailey finds his form and rallies to win 21-14. Sue Wood comes back from the dead to beat Aussie Con captain Stuart Smith 21-20. We're up, but no celebrations yet. We need another 2 points to go up as champions. Second 4 are on. Paul Pickens secures another point, 21-16. But we're 9 points adrift on aggregate. RDJ goes down to 18 against Tommy Smith. And Alistair Dowber, despite a valiant effort, suffers the narrowest of defeats to Gary Stevenson. Which leaves Thankerman. Keeping his place, Tony Loser from last week. Oh, ye of little faith, 21-15! Let the party begin! Winners of the 3rd Division and the Lancashire Evening Telegraph Trophy, Burnley Rolling! Captain Bob Jackson. Come on, Bob. And runners up, Waddington A. Ian Jackson. I need to sit down. Said it get emotional. Follow that. Division 4. Unfortunately, Division 4 was reduced to only 9 teams after the late withdrawal of Munster Wanderers. However, promotion and relegation from 2014 were not affected, as Emmanuel A and Salisbury came down from Division 3. These two started well and shared top spots after 4 games, with 3 wins and a defeat. Waddington B, Parker Street and Sabden Blue were the chasing pack. Perennial strugglers, Clitheroe Cricket B, won only 1 of their first 6 and were again in the doldrums, along with Whalley B. Emmanuel B and Reed made up the bottom 4 with only 3 points between them. By halfway, Emmanuel A was 7 points ahead of Salisbury, but both had only tasted defeat once. Waddington B were 3rd, but already 16 points adrift, closely followed by Parker Street. Bottom were Clitheroe Cricket B, who were now 7 points behind Emmanuel B, whilst Reed and Whalley B were easing their way up the table. Sabden Blue had a great second half of the season, losing only 1 game to finish 3rd, but were unable to make any impression on the top 2. Salisbury lost a little ground with 3 defeats, but were able to book an instant return to Division 3, along with Emmanuel A, who extended their lead at the top. The winners of Division 4 and the SDL Trophy, Emmanuel A. Their captain, Ian Berry.